What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA, and yeah, let's go ahead and jump into a little bit of box office prediction for M3GAN, Blumhouse's latest film, dropping this weekend. I know a lot of folks are probably going to be going out to check this out. First big horror film of January. January usually is a pretty good month for horror because a lot of smaller films like that you don't really know where they fit kind of get dumped into January. All right, it's not like your slasher Halloween type horror films. Okay, those get usually bumped down into October, November time frame, and then of course you have like the bigger budget ones, The Conjuring, Insidious, those big long series. Okay, those usually come out in the summer sometime. All right, January is really good for those little smaller ones, those indie ones, those kind of offbeat horror films. Definitely M3GAN follows along those lines. So you know me, I'm a horror guy. I'm looking forward to seeing what this thing does. The only bad part about it is it's PG-13. I do not like PG-13 horror films as a rule. However, in this case, M3GAN was actually, my understanding is it was actually rated R. Okay, it was rated R, and then because they thought they could get maybe a teenage crowd to come out and check this thing out, they did some reshoots, and they kind of brought that rating down to a PG-13 rating, and that kind of maybe opens up the audience a little bit. So we'll see what happens with that. But let's go ahead and check out what Box Office Pro has to say. All right, let's check out the pro. It says here their current trajectories are very encouraging for an original horror thriller film. The film's marketing has gone viral with the titular AI doll and her gone viral dance scene. Featured prominently in trailers, driving sharp activity on TikTok and other platforms. Yeah, this is the dance move that they talking around here. Man, I'm telling you, man, this move right here probably sold this film for a lot of people, okay? This little scene of this little chick acting all creepy and weird and doing this weird dance, yeah, that definitely is going to get people in theaters, okay? I guarantee it. And especially, like they said, this thing went viral on TikTok. TikTok was showing this thing, people were posting it, and they were loving it, okay? So people are waiting on this thing to come out. Now, weather permitting, that's the thing we don't know. We don't know how it's going to hold up weather-wise around the country because there's rainstorms and blizzards and all kind of nonsense going on. So people are going to go out, brave the crazy weather that's out there to see this little dancing chick. I don't know, okay? But what I do know is that this thing right here, this generated a whole lot of buzz, and I think a lot of people are like, man, I can't wait to check this thing out. Initial models compare favorably to non-IP sleepers such as The Black Phone, Smile, and ahead of pre-pandemic Blumhouse hits like Happy Death Day and Truth or Dare. Yeah, it kind of feels like it's in those kind of categories, like a Happy Death Day. It's supposed to be funny. You know, it's going to be a lot of comedy in it, okay? You know, Smile, you know, kind of creepiness, all right? It feels like that kind of a film. Now, of course, Way of Water is still out, okay? Avatar Way of Water, I think, is still going to win this weekend no matter what, okay? Even though this is a brand new release. I just think that it's commanding too many screens right now. Nobody wants to drop these screens at all. And I think that Avatar is still going to do major money this particular weekend. That's what it says right here. It basically like, yeah, if there's any headwinds for it to face, that's Way of Water, okay? Still running strong, commanding a high share of premium format screens. So, yeah, it's not going to be getting IMAX streaming. It's not going to be getting a lot of that going on. Reviews and word of mouth will be important as well, depending on whether the film lives up to its viral status a la Smile. So there has actually been some early reviews, you know, people that kind of caught it early and they're leaving their responses. M3GAN is a ton of fun. It relies on the ridiculousness of the premise while delivering just enough thrills to avoid becoming a parody. This guy says M3GAN is this generation's Chucky. The film is equal part horror and comedy. Highly intelligent, witty, and vehemently dangerous. She's one bad bot. This guy says M3GAN is a killer good time, campy, thrilling, and laugh out loud hilarious. This horror movie knows exactly what it wants to be and has fun with it. Yeah, so that's gonna be there's this little creepy chick dancing. I don't know, man. I mean, I find it funny more than creepy, but you know, we'll see how it plays in the actual movie. And so Box Office Pro has it coming in at about $20 million opening weekend, between $20 million and $35 million opening weekend, and then a full domestic run, $49 million to $77 million. That's a big gap. To me, it's not really close, but let's check it out, see what I think this film is going to do. Now, you guys know how I do, okay? It's make it or break it time, all right? M3GAN has a $35 million budget approximately. Will it make its money back, okay? Has a break even of $87.5 million. That is a very good number, okay? Doesn't have to do a whole lot. If it hits $100 million, it's made its money back and then some, okay? It's turned a profit, all right? The only thing, like I said, is standing in the way is Avatar, you know? How many more people haven't seen Avatar? How many people are looking forward to seeing Avatar? You still haven't seen it, you know? And, of course, Avatar is gobbling up screens, right? You know, like like the previous article said, not a lot of screens are going to be open, so they'll make some room for M3GAN, okay, but it's not going to have an abundance of screens. People will still be going to check out Avatar. Again, I think Avatar is still going to win this upcoming weekend. And then you guys know I do a comparison film, something that's kind of in the same ballpark, all right, with M3GAN, and that would be Scream. It was a January release last year, okay, another horror film. Difference is this one was rated R, so the audience sizes are going to be quite the same. But you can see what Scream did. Had a $13 million Friday night, an opening weekend of $30 million, domestic total of $81 million, and then a worldwide of $140, all right? Made its money back, did a good job, all right? And this is what I think M3GAN is going to do. I actually think M3GAN is going to do very, very well. $15 million Friday night, an opening weekend of $39 million, domestic total of $90, and then a worldwide of $170 million. So I think M3GAN is going to be very successful, okay? Like I said, has that kind of element. It's, you know, written by the same writer that wrote Malignant. I'm a big Malignant fan, you know, so I'm looking forward to seeing this thing just to see how creepy and weird it is. Like I said, a PG-13 film, not really excited about that because they're going to be cutting down on some of the blood and the gore. However, because they actually did reshoots to get it to that PG-13, that means it still had like the heart and soul of an R-rated horror film, which is very pleasing to me, of course. I'm hoping that maybe one day they release the unedited version, you know, just straight up the R-rated version, you know, so that way we could at least see some of the, you know, cut scenes or whatever they took out of it. But anyway, folks, give me your thoughts and your opinions on M3GAN, what you think it's going to do. First big release of 2023. Give me a Friday night opening, an opening weekend, a domestic total, and a worldwide. Go ahead, drop down, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.